Hi, it's Card and a Cuppa, Facebook Live. I've got my Cuppa. So let me just find you on my laptop. There we go, and turn that down. There we go. Hi, hope everyone's well on this overcast Friday. This is my Facebook Live, and we're going to do a Father's Day card today because Father's Day is next weekend, not this weekend, next weekend. So I thought I'd do a Father's Day card with the He's the Man suite. Now my puppy dog's going to bark. She's been grumbling on the staircase. And I keep opening the front door and there's nothing there. She's normally a good indicator as to if there's a Stampin' Up delivery, but there isn't. So Rosie. So yeah, we're going to use He's the Man suite to create a Father's Day card. And I'm also going to show you one of the card kit. I'll shut my door in a minute. One of the card kits that you can get, that's a masculine card kit. So it's very handy if you struggle with making male cards. So I will put my phone up into the holder. I will close my door so Rosie doesn't disturb us, and we'll get started. So hang on a tick. Okay. She's been lying in her bed in my craft room all morning and hasn't peeped all morning until now. So that's just jolly good, Rosie. Good on you. Not really. Okay, so I think that's okay. Let me just zoom in a fraction. Rosie, stop barking. I'm going to have to get cross. Now I'll just go and close my door. Rosie, stop barking. There's no need. Okay? Okay, I've got my door shut now so that if she does persist in the barking, we can ignore her. Okay, so there's only less than a week left of celebration. So if you're wanting anything for free, hi Deb, how are you? Good to see you. Well, kind of see you. Hope you've got your cuppa. I've got my cup of green tea here. Coffee in the morning, green tea in the afternoon. So we're going to use the He's the Man suite. Oh yes, so celebration. There's only less than a week. Next Wednesday is the last day of August, so that's the day celebration will finish. So if you're wanting any of the free items, make sure you don't miss out. You can get free items with a $90 purchase or a $180 purchase of products. So this is the He's the Man suite in the annual catalogue. It's on page 78 and 79. It's a good suite. I have really hacked into the paper and I have very little left, which always makes me happy with a pack of designer series paper because quite often we hang on to it and don't cut into it. Now this paper, it says it's specialty, but it doesn't have gold foils or anything in it. What's special about it, it's got 2 sheets of die cut images. So I popped all mine out because they were just falling all over the place, and I've put them in a little bag. But these are all the die cut images, well, some of the die cut images you get. So you get these little bits of torn paper, but you get like cars and sentiments and all sorts of things. I've popped them all out and popped them into a bag because they were getting all over the place. So we're going to use one of those for the card today. So it's a really great pack of paper just to get if you're needing male cards, because the paper alone can make up a lot of cards. So put the paper down there. So these are some cards I've made with this set. I just wonder if I should take them out of the plastic bags. Oh no, they're all right. So that is hand stamped. This is one of the die cuts, and I've used the barbecuing paper behind that. These were some of the die cuts, the hammer and the spanner, and I stamped that sentiment. Hi Kath, how are you? Did you find anybody with that stamp set that you were looking for? I don't have it. I hope somebody's been able to help you out. This is also some die cuts from this paper with the barbecue bit, and I've stamped that image. And this is just using some of the paper, and I stamped the happy birthday sentiment with this the stamp set. So you can't really see the dies very well. I'll show you the dies. So the dies generally are to cut around the sentiments. So this one cuts around that stamp. This one can cut around this one, and you can use it for others. The small oval cuts around the holy smokes. The larger circle cuts around together for the long haul. And there is a happy Father's Day stamp in here. So that's handy. And these are just little banners and things, arrows, and we're going to use these ones because I haven't really used them. I think I've used them on one card, but I haven't used them much, so I thought we'd use those. But before we get into our card, I thought I'd just show you one of the kits. Now, when I bought this kit, it was $33. It may have gone up $1 or $2. I'm not sure since the price rise, but I'm not sure. So this is called For the Guys card kit. And you get the makings of not sure how many cards. Let me have a look. Of course, it's not going to tell me easily, is it? Some kits are 9, some kits are 8. So you get the stamp set, and there is a happy and a Father's Day in the stamp set. Oh, that's no good, Kath. I've got a couple of baby ones that I've hung on to that have retired. I've got the Fable Friends. That's got like the Peter Rabbit and the Jemima Puddle Duck. And I've got, I don't know what else I've got. I'd have to have a look. So this is the stamp set you get in this kit. So there's brother, uncle, grandpa, friend, nephew, son. So it's a really good masculine little stamp set to have. And you've got a thank you, anniversary, birthday, Father's Day, and happy to go with those. And these are 2 of the cards. I'll work out how many cards it makes up. These are 2 of the cards in the kit. You get an ink spot. You get a clear block. You get dimensionals. Everything to make. It's an all-inclusive card kit. So I'll count the envelopes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it must 10. Must make 10 cards. That's what I'm thinking. I should write on the front how many cards these things make, because it's sometimes very confusing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it makes up 10 cards. So that's pretty good. So I think it's 33, but maybe a couple of dollars more. And these are the cards you can make. They're the ones that they sort of style the kit around. You can do a happy Father's Day, a happy birthday, thank you. So if you struggle with guy cards, this kit is a good one for you, For the Guys. So you can go to my online store and order it. That's the code number 156988, and it's a great card kit for making masculine cards. So I'll put that down on the floor. Rosie seems to be behaving herself now. But there are quite a few of nice masculine sets in this catalogue, the annual catalogue. There's this one. I've got the Let's Set Sail one. I've got the Whiskey Business one. But there's quite a few. I've got the Vintage Tools, but all these could be masculine cards. The Ocean Front, you could make both. And if you struggle when you get a stamp set, case the catalogue. That's what I do. When I first get a new annual catalogue or mini catalogue, I look at the products and I buy the sweets I like, and then I look at the catalogue and I start with that inspiration and I copy the catalogue. So that's my advice on that one. Okay, so got my little bits and pieces here. I wasn't quite sure what I was going to start with, so I thought I'd just have a few things ready. So my card base is Early Espresso cardstock, and I've got a little piece of design series paper, but I don't think I'm going to use that. And I've got a piece of Very Vanilla. I've got this for my sentiment, and this is one of the die cut pop outs, and I've got this as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that. The first thing I need to do is get rid of all my little die bits that didn't pop out when I cut my dies out. Bit of a funny day here on the coast today, isn't it? It's sort of overcast and the sun peeks through. So Rosie and I have been busy in my craft room. Well, Rosie hasn't. She's just been sleeping. And now, just when I go live, she decides to get up and have a little bit of a bark. Normally that's telling me that I've got a Stampin' Up delivery, but she was wrong this time. So she'll have to pick up her game. So, hey Joan, how are you? So we're making a masculine card today, and because I figured I needed one for Father's Day for next week. Not that I don't have a stash of cards in my craft room, but, you know, good excuse to make one. So I'm just getting these little bits out. Normally these bits fall out for me, but as I said, I haven't used this die very much, so if you don't have a take your pick tool, it's fantastic. And you can get the die brush applicator to attach to the end of it, and wouldn't be without it. Rosie's probably sitting at the door because I've closed the door on her, thinking, why can't I come in? Anyway, now, so we've got these. We've got a little die bit. And I'm going to get my, well, that's not the one I want. I don't want orange. Browns, that's what I want. Blending brush. And I've got my crumb cake here. And I will get a scrap of paper because it's a new piece of grid paper. I always like to preserve them as long as I can. When they get a bit scrappy, I think, oh no, got to get another one. I can't do a video with a really scrappy piece of grid paper. Okay, so just with my blending brush and crumb cake, I'm going to put a bit of ink onto my vanilla cardstock. Masculine cards you can make grungy, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're blobbing in places, because let's face it, the guys don't really pay much attention to their cards, do they? My hubby does, because he values his life. But that's all right. But most guys don't really pay much time. I know my son doesn't. He just sort of chucks them around and doesn't really care about what I do for him with a card. But that's okay. I'll forgive him. Maybe. Okay, so let me just get my Early Espresso ink out. And I wanted like a splodgy stamp. That's the technical term for it. Let me find it. Splodgy. Where are you? Oh, here it is. And so I've gone to the Textured Chic or Season of Chic stamp set. And I'm just going to put a few, I'm going to stamp it off. I just want to see how dark, yeah, that's better. It's better stamped off, so I don't want the full strength of Early Espresso. And I'm just going to randomly splodge Oh, did I just do that in full strength? I don't think I did. See, I can't even remember what I'm doing. Okay. Maybe another one up here. I think that's enough splodging. That is the technical term. Okay, let's go. Oh, I'm down a bit too far, aren't I? Sorry, guys. Didn't realise that. I've tried not to bring my phone over too far so my head doesn't come in. Now, Joan, where are you from? Do I see you watching Linda Dolke's videos? I'm not sure. Okay, so this is what I want. I want these. So I'll move this over so it doesn't look quite so splodgy. And I want to see what I can do with these. Maybe going down this way. I'm just sort of thinking out loud in my head. Does that make any sense to anybody? So I'm probably going to have to get my glue out, which is fine. This is what I thought I cut too many out, but that's okay. So I'm going to get my glue out, and I'm going to get my little piece of sponge. So when you're too lazy to put adhesive sheet on the back of what you're wanting to put on your card, this is the next best thing. Doing glue like this on your craft mat, your silicone mat, and just sponging it on like this. So I'm just sort of going like so, and whoops. So you can get away with lots of things with a masculine card, as I was saying. And things don't have to be as perfect and as pretty, which sometimes is nice. It's a bit less stressful, isn't it? Now, probably want one more, so that I'm going to have to cut that little one off. Oh, I think I'd have enough glue, but no, I think I need a little bit more. So I hope everyone's had a nice week. Just need one little bit, so I'm going to cut those ends off. My boss is now overseas. She flew out today, and when she goes away, she closes the rooms, so we don't have any work. But you know what? I don't care. I'm quite happy with that. I'll keep that for another card. I'll put my little silicone mat to one side so I don't get glue all over it. Now, so that was the textured Chic stamp set for my splodging. But in the Here's All That stamp set, there's this little photo corner one that I noticed. And I haven't used it. And I don't know how hard it is to use. So let's find out. Not that hard. You know how some stamps are really hard to use and others aren't? Okay, so I don't want it on there. Just thinking I might... I don't want to get my head in the way. But I'm just going to go with this. Might ruin it, it might not. So... Yeah, I'm doing them a bit crooked. This stamp would be better if it was photopolymer. Not to worry. You wouldn't have to do this if you didn't want to. They just haven't been, sorry my head came in then. Goodness. They just haven't been applied. Those photo corners haven't been applied very well. There's no die to cut them out. You wouldn't want to cut that out. Okay, let's have a look. Let's attach this to our card base. Just try, no, I want to go this way. Oops, went off the edge. So I've been busily preparing for my card class for tomorrow. This morning I've got that all done and sorted now. So that's good. And after I've done this, I might take my puppy for a walk and then come back and start preparing for my next card class next Saturday. Although that I'm not at work, I have to go to work on Tuesday. We just have to finish off a few things. Because when the boss comes back, my co-worker is then on holidays. Not sure if I've done that right. Have I done that right? Yeah, I think I have. Just thought, is that right? So yeah, so she goes on holiday. She's going to Italy for a wedding. So I'll be by myself for a couple or 3 weeks. So I'm very happy to have a couple of weeks off. Okay, now I'm just wondering whether to use all of this. That covers up a lot. I'm not sure if I like that. So this is the Father's Day stamp in the He's the Man stamp set. And I'll go for that. And I was going to put it on that, but it's very big. I definitely want the car on, so let's attach the car. And I do like the You're a Classic. So let's go back here. So I'll just have to have a little see what I think. So I'm going to put it like so. You're a Classic. Anyway, let's stamp as Father's Day sentiment, and we might have to see what we think. So that's one of the dies from the Dies with the Sweet. That stamps quite nicely. Okay, so I'll try not to bring my head in. Okay, I think I got that straight too. It's a miracle. Okay, but see how it's quite a big. Maybe I don't need You're a Classic. Maybe I could put that inside. It's a dilemma. Because that does look okay. Like that. Yeah, I think maybe the Classic, You're a Classic will have to go wayward. Go on another card. So we're going out to dinner tonight over to the Terrigal Trojans Club. Never been there before, at the Haven. So with some friends, so that might be nice. Okay, so I shall pop that there. Did I do that straight? I did. It's a miracle. And I'll get some bling. And the one I like to use for masculine cards are either the rustic metallic or the brushed metallic. But I think I'll go with the rustic metallic spots today. Got a new pack ready to go. And just got to work out where I'd like to put them. Okay. I'll put one in here, and I'll do two small ones. One there, and one there. That was nice and easy. Nice and easy card, especially when you've got the die cuts. So, I will get a card insert. But yeah, don't forget the card kits that are in the catalogue. Well, they're not actually in the catalogue. They're on the online store. They're really great for quick and easy cards, and especially the He's the Guy one. It's really good one to have, and I think it's, you know, worthwhile having. Now I could put You're a Classic down here. We could do that. I might do that. And all the other card kits are really lovely. There's a new one that's come out, the Making Memories card kit. That's the one I'm expecting a delivery of soon. I've ordered that. And it's like a little journal, little tiny scrapbook. And you've got all sorts of things to embellish all the pages with. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that will be like. So if I can open my card, put my card insert in. So instead of stamping that, I've just put that die cut from the card, the DSP paper, in there. So that's our card for today. Using the He's the Man set. He's the Man suite. He's all that stamp set. The splodge from the Season of Chic stamp set, and the dies. So these dies made this going down. Just a bit grungy, like grungy. And then these other ones are from the He's the Man's suite of products. So I hope you like that. It's just a nice easy card. I like to do easy cards on my Facebook Lives, my card and a cuppa. For people who are perhaps new to crafting, I don't like doing anything too complex and tricky. And then on my Makeup Mondays, I try to do a technique card or a folding card. So for the more experienced stampers. I would have to get these a little bit better. I'm not real happy with those, but that'll do. Mark will love it. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you back here on Monday for my Makeup Monday. Bye for now.